Welcome back for today's video. I'm glad you're here. Today's workout is going to have some standing and seated exercises. If, however, you'd like to do them all seated, in the first round of each group, I'll show you how to do those exercises seated. So go ahead, go grab your water, get a towel if you need it, and get your music going so you can have something else to listen to and enjoy the workout. So warming up here, we're going to start with a cross crawl. Standing up, it's hand to opposite knee. And as you do this, you can take up as much space as you are able. Reach those hands up. Bring that knee up to the hand on the opposite side. Shift your weight side to side. This gets everything going. It gets your brain thinking and gets you centered on this exercise and your body ready to move into the next exercises. Hand to opposite knee, side to side. If you are seated, keep going. If you're seated, same thing. You're just going to do it in your chair. Sit up nice and tall. Hand to opposite knee. Keep going. For our warm-up, we want to get that body moving a little, wake everything up, and warm up those muscles and joints. Excellent. Stand or sit tall. Same exercises regardless. Reaching across your body to the opposite side. Reach across. It's a reach with a stretch. Reach with a stretch. Extend those fingers to big. Open up those fingers. Stretch through. Feel it the length of your side as you reach. And reach. Keep it going. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How are you feeling as you start to move? Good. Bring those feet closer to one another. We're going to do a hula hoop. If you're standing, you're really pushing those hips around to get that imaginary hula hoop going around. If you're sitting, we're going to focus on your upper body. Hula hoop your upper body. Not going to move your hips as much, but we're going to get that motion in through your torso. Everybody reverse directions. Here we go. Let's go through those again. Back to our cross crawls. Take up your space. Reach those arms up and out. If you're comfortable, take your eyes, make them look all over. Up, over, down, across, figure 8. Really activating your brain to work and take in a lot of feedback. How are you doing on your balance with this? Shifting your weight. Each side gets some balance. Balance. Shift your weight. Keep your feet wide as you do this. Nice. Keep those feet wide. We're going to go to our cross reach. Reach that hand across your body and stretch it. Reach and stretch. Stretch. Big fingers. Stretching out, letting your body feel the pull at the end of your range of motion. Stretch and reach. Stretch and reach. We'll go a few more. Excellent. Come to your center. Feet are a little closer if you're standing. Hula hoops. Hips if you're standing, upper body if you're sitting. push your body around in a big circle. What happens as you're doing this if you pull your muscles in your stomach tight? Like that putting on the tight pants feeling. Try that. Does it change the motion? Does your back feel stronger when you do that? Reverse directions. Hold the muscles in that torso and your tummy nice and tight. Just notice how that feels. Good, come to your center. One more time through those 3 exercises, starting with the cross crawls again. Keep it going, you're doing wonderful. Look up, down, and all around. Use your eyes to help you with this motion. Is there a smile on your face? Put one there. Keep it moving. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide feet for our cross reaches. One hand, open those fingers. Reach and stretch. Alternating sides. Ground those feet in the floor. If you're sitting, ground your hips into that chair. Cross reach. A few more of these. And last one. Excellent. Hula hoops. Again, standing, focus on those hips. To go side, back, side, front. Tighten through your belly. Very good. Reverse directions. The other way. Still focusing on reaching all the way with those hips or your upper body if you're sitting. Good. Okay, come up to standing, roll those shoulders a few times. Shoulders up, back, down, and around. Take a good breath. If you need to grab a drink of water, go ahead and do so. We'll start thinking about our next round. First exercise is a hip hike. So think about where your hips are. Put your hands on your hips. You're going to shift your weight and you're going to pull the opposite hip up and back down. We're going to stay on the same side. If you need to hold on for this, hold on to your chair, hold on to the wall, whatever helps you with your balance. Shift to one leg, lift that hip, put it down. We're going to stay on one leg as we do this. If you're seated, you can also do these hip hikes. Sitting tall in your chair, you're going to shift your weight onto one cheek. You're going to lift the opposite hip. Lift. So what you're trying to do is make space under that cheek to lift it up and back down. You're lifting with the muscles of your side, muscles along the oblique side of your torso. Same as you're standing, those muscles are doing the work. Think of your ribs coming closer, your hip bone coming up to those ribs, your bottom ribs. So you want to make this space a little smaller. So here we go. We're going to focus on one side first. Shift your weight. Lift. 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 The motion is all coming from that midsection. Keep going. Your stability leg is staying straight. Lift it up and lower down. Lift. Lift. 2 more. And last one. Okay. Shift your weight to the other side. Same thing. Find it again. Your rib is up a little higher. You're going to take your hip up to meet your ribs and relax it down. Lift. This motion is just taking place in that hip. So it's not a side leg lift. We're not lifting that leg right out to the side. We're just elevating the hip, lowering it back down. Lift. Lift. Keep it going. Two more. Good. Solid base of support. If you're sitting, sit up tall. We're doing arm raises. Your hands are at your sides. You're going to raise them up even with your shoulders. So you should make a little T with your body and back down. Up and back down. Just even with those shoulders. Up here's too high, different exercise. Even with your shoulders and back down. As you do this, I want you to keep the pace matching mine. So you're going to lift, hold, lower. Lift, hold, lower. If this is super easy for you and you'd like to add some weights, you can do that. I find the motion here, if you focus on taking your shoulders down, pulling your shoulder blades down your spine. So take those shoulder blades and push them into your back pockets. You work in really contracting and holding those muscles straight. We don't need a lot of extra weight. If you find you're using the weight and you're compensating to get that weight up, it's too heavy. We're just focusing on this motion, making those shoulder blades move, starting to feel it in the tops of the shoulders. We're doing it correctly. One more. Okay, very good. Everybody's going to have a seat. And the next exercise is a knee hug. So a seated knee hug, sitting up tall in the chair, you're going to bring one knee, you're going to lift it up, but then you're going to help it. And you're going to hug it up to your chest. So lift, help it, alternating sides. Lift, help it. Keep it going. Just alternate from one side to the other. And we're working on range of motion through that hip. Help it with your muscles, but the full range of motion, you need to give it a little extra hug. Keep going. Keep going. From the side, it's a lift and a hug. Lift and a hug. Keep going, a few more. Good. Round 2. Back to our hip hikes. This time, if you'd like to, you can alternate sides. So it'll look like this. Sitting and standing, you can do the same. You're going to lift one hip, shift, lift the other hip. Shift, shift, shift. Keep going if you're standing. If you're sitting, lift one cheek, lift the other cheek. Lift one cheek, lift the other cheek. Keep going. Hip, hike. Hip, hike. Hike. Remember, the motion is all in that torso. Bringing your hips up towards the ribs on the same side. Good. A few more. Last one right here. Okay, nice. Now we're going to go to the arm raises, standing or sitting, lifting even with your shoulders and back down. Up, hold, lower. Up, hold, lower. going. What are your shoulder blades doing? Check in. Are they pulled together? Squeeze those shoulder blades together. The motion is your arms coming out, your shoulders stay down. You're getting into this one. Pull those shoulders out of your ears. Shoulder blades down to those back pockets. Are you tight in your torso? Pull that belly button to spine. That tightness through your torso to help support everything through your core. We'll go a few more. Out, lower, one more. Good. Sitting again for those knee hugs. Get yourself comfortable in your chair. Pull it up. Help it with a hug. Pull it up. Help it with a hug. If you're doing this and squeezing in here, bend your knee too much and it's uncomfortable, reach under your thigh and pull up that way so you don't give extra pressure to your knee. Whatever works for you. Excellent. Keep going. We'll go 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice. Okay, stand up for round 3, unless you're sitting. Hip hikes again. Focus on your hips, find them. One side. If you're standing, let's stay on one side this time. If you're sitting, you can do either. Stay on one side or alternate. Hike that hip up and back down. Up and back down. Hike it. Bring it up. Hike it up and down. Up and down. A few more. We'll go 1 more on this side. Up. Good. Shift your weight. Other side. Again, if you're sitting, you can switch sides or continue if you're alternating. Hike the hip up and back down. The movement's all right here. Pull it up and relax. Stay tall in your posture. Where are your eyes looking? You want to look out in front of you. Your chin should be up, not sinking down towards your chest. You've got this. We'll go 1 more. Hike it up and back down. Good. Now we go to our arm raises. Stand tall or sit tall. Pull those shoulder blades down. Tuck them in your back pockets. Arms come out and down. Lift, hold, lower. Lift, hold, lower. Excellent. Keep it moving. Think about your wingspan as you bring those arms out. Keep those fingertips coming out. Open your hands. Let those arms float up and lower down. Float up and lower down. Squeeze your shoulder blades, float up, lower down. Keep it going. We'll go 2 more. And last one. Good. Have a seat for our knee hugs. Hugging up one knee and lower. Start the lift on your own. Finish it with the hug. Lift on your own. Finish with the hug. We're getting there. We'll go 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, good. Take a good breath. Get some water if you need it. That was the end of that round. We're going to move into side leg lifts next. If you're sitting, you're just going to step out to the side and bring it back. We're going to focus on one leg at a time. So the next round you'll bring it out to the side and back. If you're standing, You can hold on to something to balance if you need it, side of your chair, the wall, whatever. We too are going to focus on one leg at a time. So here we go. Come back to exercise mode. Shift your weight so you have your stability leg. That other leg is out to the side a bit. And go. Lift, lift, lift. So if you are able to challenge your balance a little more and not hold on, you can just tap. So we're never transferring your weight onto your active moving leg. Your stabilizing support leg is holding you throughout this whole set. Nice and strong. So you'll feel work going on with your stabilizing leg as well. All right, switch to the other leg. So standing on one leg, take the other foot wide to the side and lift, lift. Again, all of our movements are controlled. You can do fast controlled, but you are controlling the up and the down. Control it up and down. We want to keep our motions and our movements as under control as possible. We know that can be an issue. So as we practice, we want to practice perfectly and make sure that we're ingraining and putting those movement patterns into our body, into our brain, and getting these movement patterns under control as best as we can. Stand to the center. Good. We're going to do an overhead reach. Sitting or standing, same movement. Reach up and extend through your shoulder to bring it back down. Reach and extend. Reach and extend. Imagine that you're reaching for something just out of reach. Just out of reach. Our apples are coming in on our trees, and there's a lot that are just out of reach, and I just have to go tippy toes and pull them out if I can beat the squirrels to them and the birds. I wish the bird would just attack one apple instead of taking one bite out of each one. Keep reaching up, up, up. This is similar to our cross reach that we warmed up with. We want to reach and extend to get that extra stretch. We'll go one more reach. Okay, good. Everyone have a seat. We're going to move to a straight leg raise. I'm going to do this one sideways so you can see the whole movement. Right now I'm at the back of this chair. I want you to move forward to the front of your chair as far as you can. And you're going to extend that foot out. You're keeping it nice and straight. So you're going to flex your toe to point it up towards the ceiling. You're going to take your leg, put it as straight as you can. From here, keep that leg straight and you're going to lift and lower. Straight leg raise. Everyone lift, lower. Straight up. Sit up tall. We're not leaning against the back of your chair. Imagine that you're sitting on a stool rather than a chair with a back. Your opposite leg is stable on the floor. We're lifting and lowering. 2 more. Good. Other leg. Take it out straight in front of you. You're still towards the front of your chair. Flex that ankle, toe is up towards the ceiling. Knee is straight and lift. Lift. Keep going. Up. Keep it up and lower. Lift and lower. Keep that knee straight. It's the whole leg coming up, the whole leg coming down. If you're sitting back in your chair, you're not going to have that range of motion to keep that knee straight. You're going to have to bend your leg. So I want you to move forward so it can stay nice and straight. You lift the whole leg and down. The whole leg and down. Good. Come back to your center. We're going back to the straight leg lift, or to the side leg lift. So if you're standing, shift your weight. If you're sitting, you're going to step out. step out with that leg. Here we go, and lift, lift, lift. Keep your balance nice and tight. There you go. Torso's tall, your posture's tall. We'll go one more. Good. Shift your weight to the other side. Leg out and lift, lift. Keep going. 2 more. Good. Okay, so our overhead reaches. One hand reaches up and stretch. Reach and stretch. Alternating, side to side, stand up, extend up. Look up towards your fingers as you extend up. It's going to help your upper body stay taller. You have a forward posture. This is hard to practice, but important to dial into as often as you can to help strengthen the muscles in the back of your neck, work on those posture muscles. All right, one more. Excellent. Okay, straight leg raises are next. Sit towards the front of your chair. Straighten that leg out in front of you. Toe is pointed up, and we're lifting. Lifting. Keep that leg super straight. Keep going. We'll go 3 more. 2 and 1. Switch to the other leg. Take it out, straighten that knee. Flex the ankle, toe is pointed towards the ceiling, and lift. Lift. Stay tall. We'll go 3, 2, and 1. Good. Side leg raises next, or the side step if you're sitting. Roll those shoulders back a time, shift your weight, foot out, and lift. Keep it going. On purpose, up and down. How are you doing maintaining tightness through your core? Belly button to spine. Support your movement through your torso. That allows you to really target the muscles that we're trying to work right now, instead of overcompensating through your back and spine. We want those muscles supported, but not doing all the work. Good. Shift your weight. Other leg. Toe out and lift. Lift. Keep it going. We'll go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Overhead reach. Feet are long. Hands up. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Keep it going. Excellent. We're doing great. Reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab some water. Oh wait, hold on. Don't grab water yet. We have straight leg raises. Then you can grab some water. One leg straight, leg out, toe pointed up towards the ceiling. You are sitting up tall. We'll count these out. Get your water when we're done. Here we go. 10, 9, count with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Switch it out, other leg. Sit up tall, straight leg. Flex those feet, toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now you can get your water. Get your water, sit up tall, take a few deep breaths. Give yourself a bit of a reset. We've got 2 more groups of exercises as we're moving through here. You should be pretty warm. We're getting through these. Next exercise. You don't have to come back yet, but you have to look. We're going to do back leg lifts. If you're standing, we're going to stay on one leg. You're going to hold on to your chair or the wall. Take a foot back, and you're going to lift that leg up. Lift that leg up. Lift that leg up. Focusing on the back of that thigh. If you're sitting, you're going to do a heel slide. So you're up towards the front of your chair. You're going to reach your foot out as far as you can with your heel down and slide it back to you. So you're sitting towards the front of your chair. You're reaching your heel down to the floor, and you're sliding it back to you. And you're pushing it out again. Push your heel into the floor and slide it back to you. So you're using the resistance of the friction from the floor as your exercise resistance. Heel down, slide it back. So you are controlling how much resistance you have based on how hard you press into the floor. Do your best. All right, now you have to come back because here we go. Get ready in your position, whether you're standing or sitting. Heel slides or leg lifts. Ready, foot back, and lift. 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 As if you're standing, you want to keep your hips square to the floor so we're not opening with each one. Okay, keep them square. Lift. You should feel this in the back of that leg. If you're feeling it in your back, keep going. If you're feeling it in your back, stand tall. Just press your heel back just a bit so you're not moving through your low back at all. Focus down here. Okay, switch sides. Here we go, toe back, and lift, lift. Press that heel back. If you're sitting, you're sliding that other heel. Take it out and slide it back towards you. Let's go 3, 2, last one. Good. Next we've got our bent over rows. This is a positional exercise. Work to get yourself in the right position. If you're sitting, again, you're up towards the front of your chair. For most exercises, we're not using the back of your chair. You're going to take your hands, run them down your calves, the side of your calves. Eyes are still looking forward. Okay, you're going to reach down about mid-calf if you can. From here, focus on your elbows. You're going to sneak your elbows behind you and squeeze your elbows together. As you do this, your hands come about to your ribs, and you're really pulling those elbows back and towards one another. Okay, so this is a bent over row. Weight goes down towards your calves. You're going to sneak up and back down. Pull them up and back down. If you're standing, we're going to hinge. Up tall, we're hinging. Our eyes are still looking forward. Okay, so if you find yourself curving your spine, we want to straighten that back. Hips are back. Knees are soft. Same idea. Hands are down by your side. Squeezing your elbows back. Your hands again come right to your ribs. Squeeze those elbows back. So here we go. We're going to go 10. Get in position. 1, 2. Belly button to spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Come on up to tall. Excellent. We're going to do a diagonal stretch now. Have a seat. We're going to take both hands down one leg. Doesn't matter which one you start on. Take it down your leg. Stretch down. So you'll feel a stretch down your side. Reach down as far as you feel comfortable. You're going to sit up. Reach up to the opposite side. I take my hand to assist with that hand in front to help me rotate around. Again, stay with what's comfortable. Reach down and up and rotate. Reach down and up and rotate. Down, up and rotate. We'll go 2 more. Reach down, up and rotate. Last one. Up and rotate. Good. Come to your center. We're going to go the other way now. Hands go down the side of your leg, about mid-calf or lower if you're comfortable with that. Sit up tall, then get your rotate. Down, up and rotate. Keep going. Allow for a stretch at both points, both end points. Down, up and rotate. If rotation is hard for you, if it doesn't quite work for you, you're going to reach out, stretch forward, sit up to tall. Stretch forward, just sit up to tall. Okay? Good. We're going to go back to the leg lifts. Standing if you're standing, heel slides if you're sitting. Stay tall, foot back, and lift. Lift. Keep going. And one more. Good. Switch sides. We're going to go 10 of them. Here we go. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next up, we've got our bent over rows, sitting or standing. I'm going to take mine. Hinge forward. Arms are down towards the floor. Elbows are pulled up and back. Pull them up. Belly button to spine. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. That's where we're focused for this motion. Belly button to spine. Hips and back are supported because you're pulling that torso tight. Squeezing your shoulder blades. Eyes are forward. Back is flat. We'll go one more. Good. Okay, have a seat for our diagonal stretch. Feet are wide on this. Both hands down to one side. Sit up to tall and rotate. Down. Up and rotate. Down. Up. Rotate. Down. Up and rotate. Down. Up and rotate. 2 more on this side. Down. Up and rotate. Nice. Come to the center. Other way. Down. Up and rotate. 2. Doing about 6, 5 or 6. Reach down. Come up and rotate. Reach down. Come up and rotate. Reach down. Come up and rotate. We'll go one more. Down. Come up and rotate. Good. Okay. Next up, we're going back Last round of these exercises, leg lifts are first. Heel slides if you're sitting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. Leg back or heel slides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Moving to our bent over rows. Soft knees. Hinge those hips back. Back stays nice and straight. Arms are down. Open hands, elbows. Squeeze. Squeeze. Keep going. Belly button to spine. Tight through that torso. A lot of muscles are working as we've just changed the position just a little bit. If your back is hurting, come up a little bit more. Should not be strained in your back. 3, squeeze those shoulder blades. 2, last one. Good, come up to tall. Have a seat for our diagonal stretches. Feet are out wide. Both hands off to one side. Stretch down. Can you go any further than you did in the first round? Up and over. See how your body's feeling and doing. Are you making progress as we go through this workout? Are your muscles loosening up? Can you move better? These are all important things to just notice as we go through. Good. Switch sides. Down 2 hands. Up and rotate. 2 hands down, stretch. Up and rotate. Keep it going. Do one more. Excellent. Okay. Get some water if you need it. We've got one more round of exercises, or one more group of exercises. So we're going to start with a squat to a calf raise. If you're sitting, I want you to do calf raise. So you're pressing up, lifting those heels high. From the side, lift those heels high and back down. Lift those heels high and back down. Here we go. If you're standing, you're going to do a bit of a squat and then come up to a calf raise, tippy toes. So they're two separate movements. We're not combining them. We're doing a full squat up to a calf raise. Here we go. Get yourselves ready. Wide feet if you're standing. Squat. Lift. Squat. Lift. If you need to hold on, please do so. Squat down, hips are back, tippy toes up. Hips go back, tippy toes up. Keep it going. Find a pace that works for you. We also are taking balance into account right now. So make sure before you start the next movement, your balance is stable. If you get off balance with a calf raise and you go too quickly into the squat, you're already off balance, so you're going to compound that. Balanced, lift, balance. Check in with yourself and give yourself the pace you need. Go a few more. And up. Good. Next we're doing a plank or a push-up. If you're seated, you're going to do a seated push-up. You're going to press out and bring it back. You're just sitting, doing air push-ups. If you'd rather do wall push-ups if you're standing, Push-ups on the chair, push-ups on the floor, it's up to you. This is where we also employ our plank on the chair. If you'd like to, put your hands on the seat of the chair. Walk your feet back. You're going to come into your plank by making your body from your shoulders to the heels in line. So I'm sneaking forward. So my shoulders are directly over my wrists and my body is totally tight and in line. So go ahead, find what works for you and get yourself into position. And we're going to start the clock. So regardless of the exercise you're doing, you're going right now, we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So you're going to do 30 seconds of push-ups, 30 seconds of air presses, 30 seconds of plank. Whatever you're doing, keep going. As you do this, focus on your breathing. You're staying nice and tight. Keep that spine in line. Regardless of the exercise you're doing, from your crown of your head, follow your spine all the way down through your hips, and then your heels are in line. Keep going. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Good work. We're going to go from that into seated crunches. For our seated crunches, you can bring one leg up at a time or two. Focus is on your abdominal muscles. So if you bring up one leg at a time, you're hinged back just a bit. Focus on these muscles drawing this whole leg up. So you have to pull your belly button to spot as you do it. Pull that leg up and then alternate to the other one. As you do it, you're tightening through your abdomen. If you're doing 2 legs at once, same principle applies. It's the core, your stomach muscles pulling your limbs up, hinging back, squeezing, and relax. Squeeze them in and relax. Go ahead and start. Squeeze. 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 Keep going. We're going to go 5 more. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back up. We're moving back to our squats with the calf raise. Set your feet. Roll your shoulders. Squat down. And the calf raise. Keep going. Yes, this round is hard. On the bright side, this is our last set of exercises. I know it's hard. You know how I work. Keep moving through it. Do your best. Find your balance as you do this. As your body's a little bit tired, sometimes that's when you struggle a little more with balance. Focus in on that. Don't try to rush it. It's more important to take your time and get it right. Two more. Excellent. We're going to focus on our push-ups or planks next. 30 seconds. Get yourself into position. Drop in nice and flat and begin. So as you're here, how are your hips? Are they in line or are they sneaking up here somewhere? Get them in line. If you find your chair, if you're in a plank, is pushing away from you. So if you find your chair doing something like this or just scooting along the floor, it's because your elbows are way behind your wrists and your shoulders are behind your wrists. Get yourself right over. Hang in there. 3, 2, and 1. That was 30 seconds. So if you have something going on where the chair's not supported really well, check your posture. If your hands are way out in front of your shoulders, you're going to be pushing away. You want the pressure directly In line. Everything's in line with these. All right, now for our seated crunches. Pulling those knees up to your chest, one or together. Here we go. Draw them up. Belly button to spine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're getting to 10. Keep going. 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Good. Up we go. Squat to calf raises, or calf raises if you're sitting. 10 of them. Down and elevate. Find your pace. Keep your balance. A few more. And up. Squat down and up. Down and up. Down and up. One more. And up. Good. Planks are next. Get yourself into position. Seconds again. Ready and go. Find your position. Shoulders are right over your wrists. Head is in line. You're so tight through your torso. Squeeze your glutes. Keep everything super tight. And breathe. Keep breathing. You're doing wonderful. We have 10 more seconds. Stay strong. Stay in this tight position. 3, 2, and 1. Come on out of it. Seated crunches. Have a seat. One leg or two. Hinge back a bit. Use your torso. Here we go. Pull them up. 2. We'll count them. 3. Be loud. 4. 5. Pull in that torso. 7. 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Nice work. Bring those feet down. Take a good breath. Nice. Roll those shoulders. Standing or seated. Give those arms a shake. Give your body a little wiggle. How are you feeling? Is your body moving a little better than it was? It's allowed to be tired. Sway side to side if you're standing. All right, let's do our breaths together to finish this up. Hands at your side. We're going to take a deep breath. Bring them out wide to the side. Bring them together overhead. And exhale down wide to the side again. A few more together. Breathing in. Open up those lungs. And exhale out. Let any stress, exhale, leave that body with those breathing breaths out. Breathing one more time together. Touch those hands together. Exhale through your center. Relax your shoulders. Press those palms together. Take a few calming breaths. Wonderful job today. Again, I'm so thankful that you're here with me, that you've done this workout, checked it off your list for today, and great job. I will see you here next time. Keep at it. Bye-bye.